Welcome to the program, and today we focus on the fishing industry on Lake Turkana, a huge untapped resource. What is the status of the fishing sector here? And what's the likely impact of the industry on livelihoods within and beyond the borders?
The lake is a desert lake. Rift Valley Lake is one of the largest alkaline lakes.
It really enhances economic development of our communities, especially those who are living along the lake.
Kwa wakati wa kwanza tulikuwa tunategemea samaki ya kupasuliwa na kukausha, ambayo ilianza na shilingi 5 ikakuja mpaka kwa saizi ni shilingi 30.
We come up with an activity in terms of putting up the cold chain using solar. This will improve the life shelf of the fish so that they sell fresh fish in Marsabit market.
Hatujafikia kwa kiwango ya samaki kupata samaki mingi ya kuweza kuuza hata nje.
Welcome, I'm your host Alex Chamwada, and we begin with some facts about the lake.
Lake Turkana is the largest desert lake in the world. It is located on the northwest side of Kenya and the southwest side of Ethiopia. In Kenya, it borders 2 counties, Marsabit County and Turkana County. Although it is Marsabit County that shares a larger percentage of the lake. The lake measures about 249 kilometers long, 48 kilometers wide and 35 meters deep. Only 3 rivers flow into Lake Turkana, namely River Omo, Takwel and Kerio River. The lake has no outflow. Lake Turkana is also endowed with humble resources of fish on the eastern side that has always been a source of livelihood for communities living along this lake. These communities include El Molo, Turkana and Dasanach. For the Chamwada Report, my name is Michael Zimanji.
Fishing industry on Lake Turkana is rare in the limelight, but the transformation taking place in this sector in this region is worth highlighting. The sector is contributing to improvement of livelihoods, and because of simple and affordable technologies, handling and distribution has been made easier. It is daytime and the fishing process is underway. After hours of casting their net, the locals can finally afford a smile thanks to their catch of the day. Despite commanding a larger share of the lake, Marsabit County still comes behind Turkana County when it comes to benefiting from the fishing sector. So what went wrong for Marsabit locals?
80% of the lake is, again, in our county, Marsabit County. But the Turkana fishermen exploit it more than us. They're actually in the business longer than the people on this side, because remember, people here basically are pastoralists. But because of climate change, because of persistent drought, people are now going into alternative livelihood. And one of the areas is fisheries.
In the former regime, fisheries subsector has got almost 0 budget. It's a kind of being neglected completely. But this new government already allocated a budget of 32 million for start of a project, which in future is going to expand it to be a full factory.
One particular community that has benefited from the fishing activities is the El Molo.
Wameishi hapa kwa miaka mingi na uwezi kuwapata pale pengine bila hizi vijiji mbili na ukienda pia Loengalani. Kwa upande wa uvuvi, El Molo ni wavuvi tangu usaliwa kwao ama vile waliumbwa na Mungu. Wao kazi yao ilikuwa ni uvuvi.
Although the larger number of people who are doing Turkana, that small pocket of El Molo community is producing more fresh fish than the larger Turkana population. One is proximity to where we have the cold chain. Secondly, like I said, 90% depend on the fishers for their livelihood.
The El Molo community are known for using traditional methods of fishing.
Although they use the local traditional rudiment way of catching fish, they are the major producers of the fish. When we look at an individual production level.
Wakati wa mbeleni El Molo wanafua kwa njia mingi sana. Walikuwa wanatumia sio nyafu, lakini wanatumia vitu kama spoons, na pia walikuwa wanatengeneza nyafu zao ambaye sio hizi sana, ila wanatengeneza na marara. Na wakati huo kulikuwa na samaki hapa tele. Mtu hakuwa anaenda zaidi ya mita 1 ama 2 bila kupata samaki.
However, lack of proper storage facilities meant that the locals can only venture into selling dry fish. The dry fish are packed in bags and transported to various markets, including Kisumu and Busia.
Tuna market Busia, tuna Kisumu, tuna huko Ahero. Hayo ndio market ile pale tunauza hiyo sun-dry fish. Lakini imekuwa na changamoto kwa sababu hatukukuwa na kitu wa kusafirisha hii samaki, isipokuwa tunachukua tu gari ya mtu binafsi ambao pia tuna face gharama ghali pia.
Traditionally, they go out with their rafts, they get some fish, and then they dry the fish on the shore, on the Marsabit side. And then they sell it through there's a cooperative in Loengelani, El Molo, and they sell it to Busia and to Kisumu. This way of handling the fish has not been very efficient. The drying of the fish, it loses quite a lot of its value.
But the low prices of dry fish has been a huge concern to the future of the industry. Thus, the need to venture into fresh fish selling.
Tunakuwa na labeo, tilapia, tunakuwa na samaki kama babas. Samaki ilikuwa tunanunua kwa shilingi 5, lakini hiyo ni sun-dry fish. Saa hii sun-dry fish inanunuliwa kwa shilingi 30 kwa kipande, no matter how big or little it is. Lakini sasa wakati ya fresh fish, tunachukua a piece of fish kama tilapia, tunanunua kwa shilingi 100. Na fillet tunanunua kwa shilingi 250 kwa kilo.
There is a huge difference in terms of income, in terms of what it generates vis-a-vis the dry fish. The dry fish fetches so little money. We've been making headways. We've been making good money, good profits. Since I've started supplying hotels, I've supplied retail. That is 974 grams.
Through various partnerships and collaborations, the county government of Marsabit has provided better platforms for fisher folks to embrace fresh fishing business. But there is a new innovation that is boosting the trade. A solar-powered cold store system provides storage for fresh fish collected from fisherfolk, making it practicable to process and transport fresh fish from Lake Turkana to markets in Marsabit town. The innovation is a paradigm shift for fisherfolk who previously got poor revenues from agents who exploited them through dry fish markets outside Marsabit County, compared to instant quick sales of fresh fish through their cooperative.
So we come up with an activity in terms of putting up the cold chain using solar, because Loyangalani is out of the national grid. So we come up with alternative solar energy. This will improve the life shelf of the fish. Then the frozen fish, which is through the deep freezers, can easily be transported to Marsabit in good condition so that they sell fresh fish in Marsabit market. Up to now, our call system is on a pilot form, so it's not big enough, but it shows something can be done, can be improved on it so that the process can be enlarged or upscale.
The infrastructure now is good, and the cooling facilities have been improved as well based on solar panels. So suddenly they could shift from from drying the fish to sell fresh fish. And for the same number of fish they harvest, they get 2 or 3 times more. The value of fresh fish is much higher than for the dry fish. And they are now, because of the good infrastructure, they can sell the fish in Marsabit as well as Isiolo and Nairobi.
The harvested fish are processed and stored in cold stores, after which are transported in cooler boxes to the market. Marsabit town provides the best market for the products.
Market yetu kubwa zaidi ni huko county headquarters ambao ni Marsabit, na tunakuwa na watu individuals wale tuna supply hii samaki. Sasa hao ndio tunawauzia, na njia ya usafiri tunatumia bus ambao saa nyingine inakuwa iko na changamoto kwa sababu inaweza kwenda na kuwa na breakage, lakini mara kwa mara tunapata hata samaki inaharibika. Samaki zetu mingi orders tunapata kwa pahali pengi, lakini hatujafikia kwa kiwango ya samaki kupata samaki mingi ya kuweza kuuza hata nje.
Currently, because of the wind power, the road between here and Lesamis is improved. The road between Lesamis and Marsabit improved by the government. It's a tarmac road. So it will become very easy for the bus to frequent this place. So that really improves the transportation system.
Joyce Njeri owns a hotel in Marsabit town. She acknowledges the impact fresh fish has brought to her business and how customers like it.
Kupika ilienda ikaenda ikaisha kabisa kabisa. So mpaka kila mtu anakikuja ananiuliza wapi samaki? Wapi samaki? Mpaka nikapata sasa wateja. Sasa kwa saa hii hata samaki nyingine inaitwa fillet. Watu wameijua kabisa kabisa kwa sababu inasaidia hata watoto, watu wazima.
Beleni sijai kula samaki. Samaki nilijulia hapa na samaki ni tamu sana. Tangu nisikie samaki iko huku, mimi napenda kula samaki na ninakula kila siku.
Itabaki tu alafu mafuta itatoka, alafu itabaki tu hiyo matumba yake na baki tu hivyo. Mafuta tu itabaki tu, itaisha, hii kitu itaisha. Hiyo unaweza kula hata naye chakula. Sasa unaweza toa chakula niweke kidogo nikule. Hii hata unaweza pika naye chapati, mboga. Hii unatumia kila kitu tu kukulia. Haimaanishi kukunya peke yake kwa sababu ya kifua.
We take a short break. When we return, we will look at the role of fishing cooperatives in reviving fishing on Lake Turkana in Loyangalani. The fisher folks work under the Loyangalani Fishermen Cooperative Society. The cooperative, financed by GIZ Ambero Project and the county government of Marsabit, aims to increase fresh fish marketing business.
The county government has partnered with many organizations, including GIZ, particularly this program, Climate Adaptation to Climate Change, Ambero. We have also other development partners like VSF, Germany.
Ambero is one of the strongest partners that we have in Marsabit County. As a CEC, I acknowledge them because they give us a full support in terms of training of the BMU and the cooperative along the Lake Turkana. That one's in Loyangalan and Ilrit. They help us in infrastructures like cold rooms.
In Marsabit County, the management of fisheries is done through the 28 beach management units, BMU.
Tumeweza kujaribu kutumia mbinu zetu kama BMU kuhakikisha kuwa kuna sehemu ambayo tunatenga, wakati mwingine haifuli, wakati mwingine watu wanaenda kufua sehemu za milima kule, wakati mwingine wanatoka sehemu za nje huku.
One of the major activities that lead to improvement of value chain of the fish is to enhance the capacity of the fisher folks. That will be done through improving the beach management unit, which in most cases we refer to as BMU. So in terms of organizing the fisher folks, in marketing their fish, in marketing mature fish, because when we come here, they harvest anything. Even the young fish, we normally call it undersize. Other activities involved is using the right size of fish net. They should use size 5 and above, so that they don't catch small fish, so that they catch mature fish.
Soko ile tuko naye ni moja tu. Ni ile soko tuko naye ni ya cooperative. Wakati mwingine pia wao wanajaza hizo cool box zao. Wanaenda, wakati mwingine unaambiwa leo imejaa, unarudi na samaki zako.
Ningeomba mimi mwenyewe kwa biashara tuwe tunapata samaki kwa muda ili tuweze ku maintain customer wetu, kwa sababu inakuwa ni challenges kuona samaki wiki hii imekuja, wiki nyingine hakuna. Alafu tena tukiomba freezer tuweze kuweka iwe kubwa ili tukiletea hata kama ni mingi mara moja tuweka mpaka wiki mzima.
But what measures are in place to mitigate these problems?
As we speak, we have programs that are coming. European Union is coming up with is supporting a project on value chain, fish value chain, whereby we are going now to have the infrastructure that is lacking. The necessary gear, fishing gear, boats, and also cold rooms. We will have cold rooms for fish storage, refrigerated trucks. Those ones will open up the link and also transport fresh fish from the source to the market.
I totally believe that the government is really coming up. We are really expanding more and more on fisheries sectors.
Pia tukiongea juu ya hiyo fresh fish, sio kusema tunamaliza sundry fish. Yale markets bado ya Kisumu, Ahero, Busia, bado zitaendelea. Lakini kwa malengo na kwa vision yetu sasa ni kuona kwamba ni kuboresha mambo ya fresh fish.
Availability of fish has also adversely been affected by climate change. Tuke Dabelo explains the initiatives they have in place for fisher folks to manage the effects of climate change.
Due to climate change, few things have changed. Even the availability of fish is affected by climate change. The water is affected by climate change. And the best sustainable way of managing this resource is getting maximum output out of it in a more sustainable way, so that the fisher folks benefit from the fish they are marketing. So this has improved. It's aimed at increasing the income of the fisher folks by 20%, as by our indicator.
The program adaptation to climate change has helped one group of fishermen from Loyangalani and the cooperative of Loyangalani fishing to kind of open up, actually add value, what is called value chain, into the fish supply from the source by supporting the group, fisher folks, the beach management units, and the cooperative by training them, kind of organizing trips to do benchmarking in areas like Victoria, where we have established BMUs, and Central Kenya.
It is when we do the frame survey that we know we have this resource, so can we take off this much? You know, it's like we are now blindly harvesting the resource without knowing whether we are depleting it or not. So it's a bit expensive project to undertake, but we have been selling to the department so that they're able to do the frame survey.
Njia moja tu ni kushirikiana na tunahakikisha wote tunafanya juhudi ya kupata samaki mzuri sisi tukiwa wavuvi, na wao pia watutengenezea sisi kile ambaye tunahitaji. Kama vile sasa, kama tunaona wakati ukienda tunahitaji pia samaki bei zao siende juu, kwa ajili hii ni inategemea na maisha sasa kila mtu ni pesa anatumia.
The department has also generated a proposal that has been funded by European Union. This proposal, now we are on the implementation stage. We are actually procuring fishing boats for this PMU, 20 fishing boats that is going to be distributed, 2 to each beach management unit. We are also in the process of procuring what is called containers that will be having chest freezers in them. This will now lessen the burden of the fisher folks transporting fresh fish from wherever they catch from to the cooperatives. That again save them a lot of time and money. These containers will be located at some points just few meters from the shorelines, along where the BMUs are.
The latest transformation in the fishing sector on Lake Turkana is indeed a breath of fresh air in the economic activities of communities around the lake. But only through proper implementation of the strategies will the overall dream be realized. With the recent discovery of oil in the region, perhaps fishing in Lake Turkana could also be the next big source of revenue, not only for the counties surrounding the lake, but also Kenya at large. On that note, we come to the end of the show. On behalf of the entire crew that made this production possible, thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Alex Chamwada. Bye-bye for now.